Purutatve Sadalino Rama Krishna Samagaya Yo Dharma Sthapanarato Viresham Tam Namamyam Viresham Tam Namamyaham. I bow down to that hero whose mind is constantly merged with the ultimate, but at the same time, he is active to help, to guide the humanity. That's Swami Vivekananda. I'm very happy and I thank this Hindu temple organizers to organize such a wonderful yoga camp over here. And this is an opportunity for me to come and meet you all. So every nation, every race has contributed to the total development of the humanity. India, in her long history, has contributed a lot for the growth and prosperity of human beings. In the words of Albert Einstein, we owe a lot to the Indians who taught us how to count, without which no worthwhile scientific discovery could have been made. Another famous personality, Mark Twain, he said, India is the cradle of the human race. The most valuable and most instructive materials in the history of man are treasured up in India only. The French scholar Romain Rolland, he remarked, if there is one place on the face of the earth where all the dreams of living men have found a home from the very early days, it is India. And from this wonderful country, India, came a yogi, Swami Vivekananda, who taught yoga to the Western world. Friends, this Swami Vivekananda, those who have read the biography of Swami Vivekananda, is a wonderful personality. As a very young boy, he used to meditate and used to go in such a deep meditation that even sometimes the snake came and that was his pastime, his play, his game. He used to call his friends and to sit in one room and they used to meditate. That was the play for the child. And when those boys, other boys, they were pretending to concentrate, meditate, this young little boy, his nickname was Bile. From Bireshwar Shiva, his name became Bile. And he went into deep samadhi. In the meantime, suddenly one snake entered into the room. All other boys, they jumped up and they started running, shouting, creating lot of noise. When the other elders also came running to see what happened over there, they saw that small little boy, the Bile, who afterwards became Vivekananda, is meditating without at all understanding that something has happened. So much of commotion, shouting, but he couldn't find anything. That was from the beginning of his life. And he used to tell to many, afterwards he said that to his guru, that when I go to sleep, the moment I keep my head on the pillow, I see a light just in between the two eyebrows and the forehead. And he see that light slowly becoming bigger and bigger, and taking me completely inside that light, and I sleep. And then he asked whether others are not sleeping in that way. I thought that is the way everybody sleeps. So that was the very natural yogi. So he came over here in America, and even here on that Lincoln Park, he used to go and sit on the benches, and he used to go deep into samadhi, into meditation. One lady used to come to do little morning exercise over there, and he found that a bronze statue-like person sitting over there. He left that little baby boy of her on the lap of Swami Vivekananda, and he went for exercise. He came back, picked up the boy, and took that baby home. So like that, almost every day she used to do, thinking this is natural. Vivekananda, when he used to go into meditation, when the lady used to leave the child on his lap, the child also used to sleep very quietly and in great peace. That happened over here in Chicago. And in one place, the Vivekananda, he told his devotees, they were very rich people, and he told, today I am going to take a very heavy breakfast, prepare French toast. He liked French toast. And I am going to take that French toast, prepare for me. And then he went and sat under a tree, relaxing, and suddenly he went into deep samadhi. And it was so deep. After preparation, then they were waiting for the Swami to return, because everybody will sit for the breakfast, but he is not coming. So they ran to that over there and saw under the tree he is sitting like a stone image. And they went and saw there is no breathing also, completely controlled. That kumbhaka that we practice in the yoga, taking in and then holding the breath, that was so natural and so normal for him. That is so wonderful. And they thought that the Swami has passed away and there is no life. So they started crying. One lady, disciple of Swami Vivekananda, she knew. Once, suddenly Swamiji remarked, if we ever find that I am going deep into meditation and there is no sign of life, come and repeat the name of my Guru in my ear, and that will bring my mind down. She remembered that, came running and started chanting Om Sri Ramakrishna, Om Sri Ramakrishna. Slowly, slowly, the mind of Swami Vivekananda came down. Paro tatte sadalina. Afterwards, about him, a Sanskrit couplet that was dedicated, remembering Vivekananda, that his mind, it goes constantly in the supreme realm. When we try to meditate, so many other thoughts comes, except that which we want to think. If you want to think a light, you will never see light, you will see everything else. That is because our mind is so perturbed. And from there, slowly we have to bring it back, and that is possible only by practicing this yoga. Slowly you have to develop the calm body. Friends, I am going to tell you about a very scientific discovery that was made. The scientists named it steady state. The life is a combination of change and stability. It is like a candle burning, and burning because there is a steady supply of molten wax. And scientists, they are giving this name, constant flow of energy, the steady state. And afterwards, it became, the name changed. Erwin Schrödinger showed life is able to preserve its complex organization only by constantly absorbing energy from its environment, the larger energy system presided over by the sun, the unlimited source of physical energy of all living beings. As a reference, Erwin Schrödinger's the book, What is Life? And then we find the reason that the Hindu worship the sun as God, it is this, as a mark of gratitude. When I was in Andaman, it's an islands state, 500 islands are there, mostly uninhabited, only 26 islands are inhabited by the people. So in 2018 again I will be going over there to give a 3 days retreat on the shore of the Bay of Bengal. If you are interested, join me. And in this Andaman, there on the first day of the millennium, we all went in a big ship and waited for the sun to rise, and the island name is Kachal. And when the sun was rising, before even the sunrise, the light, and it was so wonderful. So as the Hindu, we worship the sun, Jaba Kushuma Shamkasham Kashyapiyam Mahadutim, like that we chant. I was chanting, and I was pouring the Ganga water into that ocean, and also throwing little flower petals. But the others, they were enjoying. They went to the shore, they were dancing, they were singing and all, merriment. So I was alone on the ship. I sat in a corner of the ship. I was trying to meditate because I just wanted to absorb that particular moment. It will never come in my life again. And then I found some people are fixing the cameras to me. I told, who are you? They told, we are from CNN and we'd like to take an interview. I told, why me? All the governors are there and the military, army, navy officers are there, all big shots. I am only an ordinary person. I have come because the governor likes me, he invited me, so I got the opportunity. So I am sitting over here. No, they said, all other people, we are here only to celebrate the spatial phenomena. But why you are worshipping the sun? Don't you know that sun is nothing but a star? So this is the question. Why the Hindus, they worship the sun? Then I told, okay, suppose you are very, very hungry and thirsty. You are going to die without a morsel of food. Then suddenly someone help you with the food and water. Won't you be grateful to that person who saved your life? He said, of course. Won't you remember him again afterwards? Of course. And that is the reason the Hindu, they worship the sun every morning, showing their gratitude. Except the sun, that energy, nothing can survive. So that is the gratefulness that we show to the sun. And only a supply of energy is not enough for the maintenance of the life. A stable mechanism is also necessary. The candle flame needs a stable wick along with a steady supply of molten wax. American physiologists call this condition homeostasis. This homeostasis is the self-regulating internal control. Homeostasis is inseparably linked to the phenomena of evolution. Diseases are the sign of a breakdown in homeostasis. The human mind also needs constant renewal. And what is life? Life is a self-existent primary principle pervading the whole universe, and mind and matter are only two different manifestations. The Indian sages called this particular principle as prana. And this prana is the super homeostatic system. Through psychic prana, the individual self controls the body and mind. In the same way, through cosmic prana, God controls and regulates the whole universe. In the meditation and in the yoga, the first thing is the breathing, that is called prana, that is the energy. In an individual, a part of prana remains at the base of the spinal column in a dormant form, which is known as Kundalini. The same prana is energy. This energy in a dormant form as a Kundalini, that is the Sanskrit name of that particular power, it is remaining just at the bottom of our spinal cord. But if you ask a doctor to operate and open and see, they won't find. It's the yogic conception. And that slowly going up and meeting that at the head, that is the ultimate of the yoga. The remaining part of the prana flows through the Ida and Pingala channels, energizing the whole body and the mind. So, the Ida and Pingala again, that is when we discuss about the meditation differently, that is very, very important, the Ida and Pingala. By controlling the flow of prana, the body and mind can be controlled. That is the reason we practice the asana pranayama. After the asana, we practice the pranayama. Sometimes they will be asking you to hold one nostril and take the air through one these. That is the pranayama, only to control the prana. Prana is the term of the energy. We take the energy in, and then the energy spreading all over the body, mind, intellect, and slowly energizing our whole personality. Those who are practicing meditation in the morning, they are very successful in their life. Maybe they are big businessmen or the officers or the administrators, but the meditation helps them a lot because it is making your mind very calm and composed. How? Just utilizing the energy properly. Here it says, yoga is the science of right living. Swami Ishatmananda Saraswati, he mentioned that. The aim of yoga is the establishment in, again a Sanskrit, Swarajya. The Swaraj means the sovereignty of the self. I am the master of myself. That is the yoga. We say that this is me, this is I, but I cannot control my mind. I cannot control my ear. I cannot control anything of my personality or my body. How can I say that this is me? Who is controlling it? These are the questions that was asked by one rishi to a great sage. And that conversation became an Upanishad, very famous Upanishad named Prasna Upanishad. Every Sunday we are discussing about that Prasna Upanishad. And this is you have to control for this body, and the mind must become the perfect instrument of the Atman. The yogis, the spiritual yoga, the meditation, for the higher knowledge, that also needs a very healthy, steady body. Otherwise, you cannot do that. If body and mind out of harmony, meditation is not possible, and normal life is also become painful. To keep the body and mind healthy, a branch of yoga was developed, which became famous as Hatha Yoga. Now, what you are doing, the technical name of this is Hatha Yoga. I think your trainers, they must have said. Hatha Yoga, through physical postures, control of the breath, etc., bring equilibrium. According to the Bhagavad Gita, yoga is equilibrium. Samattam yoga uchyate. the mind and the body, same. The Chinese sages, they term the same thing as Tao. The Taoism, that is a Chinese philosophy, is nothing but controlling the body and the mind. And from there they developed acupuncture. So they know where from this flow is going, the prana, the energy flow, from where it is flowing to the hand or feet and all this, and they have studied it and they mapped it and they control through that needle. That's called acupuncture, and they are very much successful. And the Indian people, they developed Ayurveda, controlling this only, this energy. Ayurveda and Tao are the same, acupuncture. Ayurveda, not puncturing anything, they give the medicine. How? But just by understanding how your energy is flowing. If you go to any, the very ancient type of medical science, Ayu means the longevity, Veda means the knowledge, Ayurveda. How you can live long and healthy. Ayurveda, if you go, they will start asking. You may say, sir, I am having the headache. Forget about headache. Whether your father was having this disease, your mother was having this problem, why you are asking these questions? I am having the headache. And then the doctor will say, leave your headache on my head. This is my headache now to make you all right. But answer, they will all go on answering Ayurveda. Sometimes we make fun, but very effective medicine. Life, the individual, the cosmos also needs to be in harmony or the equilibrium. And here in the prana, we find, just quoting from here, in the Gita, Yogam Ishwaram. The Yogam is the God. If you can control the mind, you become God. This is in the Bhagavad Gita, it says, and Katha Upanishad, a very famous Upanishad, allow me to quote this Sanskrit, Yadidam kincha jagat sarvam, whatever you see in this world, yad idam kinchat, whatever little that you see in this whole world, that is prana, ejati, nisritam. It is all energy and nothing else. Our whole life is actually a yoga, maintaining equilibrium and constant self-renewal. Renewal of body through air, water, food, and other necessities. Renewal of mind through psychic energy. Only controlling body without caring for the mind, that is terrible. Because the strong body without the intellectual or the controlled mind, that is terrible. And you have a very intellectual mind, but the body is incapable. At the same time, you won't be able to help the society. So both are necessary. And when to make the body all right, the yoga, and of course the water, air and environment. And for the mind, you need to listen to the scripture and the chanting and the meditation. All these things will come down and give your mind wonderful energy. Thus, yoga has become a process by which the animal man ascends through the stages of human man, then to superman, and then the divine man. Our inside is just like the animal. Recently, I was listening, someone just unnecessarily, he shot down some of the people, 8 or 10 people killed, and so many people are injured. Why? Just I want to show that I am here, that's all. So that animal tendency, I like to go and beat someone, I like to take out all these things, I like to cheat people, I like to tell lies, all this animal. And the animal tendency means only physical tendency. You will never find any animal will come and ask, Can you please tell me some philosophy, sir? Well, never. Only thing that they care is the food, and food for the body. So the total mind, when your attention is going to the body, is the animal condition. Majority of the people, if you go to the world, you will see only two things they are thinking: food and safety, and nothing else. Where from they have come, why they have come, where they are going to go, no one thinks. So that is the animal tendency. With the yoga, with the help of yoga, then you are becoming a human, concerned for others, then you are becoming a superman, and then finally a divine man full of love and nothing else. And love without any boundary. Don't be afraid. This is the only white page, a little more. To reach this final stage, one needs a strong body and an intelligent mind. Hatha Yoga is the best process to achieve this goal. Under the proper guidance of qualified teachers, the practices of asana, pranayama, kriya, mudra helps to develop a comprehensive growth of personality at the physical, mental, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual level. A step with firm determination towards the goal leads to the goal and to success. Thank you very much.